Do you feel stuck in your current nursing job with a 2% increase every 4 years, or you feel underappreciated? Well, say hello to travel nursing. Hey guys, my name is Kike, registered nurse and nurse educator here in Canada. And on this channel, I share everything about nursing in Canada, how to get your license if you're an internationally educated nurse. And if you're a nursing student, I share tips about the NCLEX and also tips for nurses on how to boost their career. So if you fit into any of these categories, make sure you subscribe to this channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you some tips and strategies on how to boost your pay as a travel nurse in Canada. Yes, it's time to level up as nurses. Let's jump right into the video. Travel nursing is a type of nursing job whereby nurses go to various healthcare facilities across different geographical locations to offer their nursing services temporarily, usually from 13 weeks to up to 1 year, or you can choose to sign a longer contract if you really like the agency that you're working with. The need for travel nurses can arise for various reasons, such as seasonal fluctuations, high patient demand, staff turnover, and natural disasters. Travel nursing is often used to address short-term staffing shortages in hospitals, long-term care facilities, clinics, and most especially in rural and remote areas. Travel nurses usually work through staffing agencies who hire them or recruit these nurses with specialized skills and experiences, and then go ahead and match them with healthcare facilities that need their services at any point in time. I remember during the heat of the COVID pandemic, travel nurses were deployed to remote areas, hospitals, long-term care facilities to help cover for the nursing staff shortage at the time. Agencies were willing to pay travel nurses premium pay for them to come work at their facilities because they just didn't have enough permanent staff to cover for the shortage that they were experiencing during the heat of the COVID pandemic. As a travel nurse, you have the flexibility to choose where you want to work and which agency you want to work with. You have full control over your schedule. You can work as much or as little as you want. You don't have to apply to a manager to take vacations, right? That's pretty awesome. Your pay is much higher than that of a permanent staff, and your housing and travel expenses are usually covered by the agency. As a registered nurse, you can get paid between $70 to $120 per hour, and that would depend on your specialty and the location, of course, the agency you're working with. As a licensed practical nurse in Canada, your pay range can be between $50 to about $70, depending on your specialty and the location. A friend of mine introduced me to the world of travel nursing last year. She had taken a contract outside the province, and the money was really, really good. So she gave me the lowdown on how to search for agencies and, what are some of the red flags to watch for, before you sign a contract with any agency. So I decided to try out this exciting career path. I found an agency that I liked, and then I submitted all my documents. I had to apply for, a new license in that province that I was interested in going to. And then I submitted all my documents, and within 1 week, matched me with a facility, a long-term care facility in the province of Alberta. So I signed a 3-month contract with this agency, and off I was to Alberta. So my accommodation was paid for, my housing, my flight. I was actually lodged in an hotel for the entire 3 months of my stay in that area. So the facility also booked a rental car for me, including rental car insurance. So that was really, really awesome. When my first pay hit my account, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And remember, so depending on the agency you're working with, you can either be an employee or an independent contractor. If you're an employee, then your taxes will be deducted at source. But if you're an independent contractor or you are incorporated, you can work as an incorporated nurse as well. You will have all your gross pay paid into your account, right? So, and then you can now figure out your taxes later. So I got all my gross pay. I was an independent contractor with this agency. My first pay hit my account. I was like, this is awesome, right? My paycheck included regular pay, overtime pay, child nurse pay, and meal allowance. So depending on what type of contract you sign with your agency, and I advise that you read through your contract thoroughly before you sign on those dotted lines. So you want to know what type of payments you'll be receiving, right? So you can plan accordingly. The facility was so short staffed that after my 3 month contract, they actually asked me to extend my contract. But then I was so homesick, I needed to go home. Throughout my contract, I was going back home like every month. I would fly back to Saskatchewan. But then, like at the end of the day, when the 3 months was over, I was like, no, that's it. I have to go home to my family. Overall, it was a really, really good experience for me. I got to meet new people. It was my first time leaving my family. So that was the tough part. So in as much as travel nursing has a lot of perks, a lot of benefits, it's very rewarding. It can be very lonely, okay? It can be quite lonely if you're staying by yourself. Like I said, I was in a hotel by myself for 3 months, right? I just had to go to, and it was a small town, right? I just went to work, came back. I went out once in a while, right? But yeah, it can be very lonely, and yeah, you just have to find ways to keep yourself active, keep yourself lively, and get to meet new people and explore the area that you're working in. So I believe the goal of every travel nurse or most travel nurses is to work less and to earn more. So you have to set financial goals for yourself. So the point is, before you sign any new contract, make sure the rates are matching your financial goals, because you don't want to work more, right? You want to work less and then take some time off, to rest and to relax. So you want to ask the agency, what is the hourly rate? And then what is the overtime rate? So for overtime, it differs from agency to agency, right? So some of them might be 1.5, some of them might be double pay for overtime. Agency policy might say you have to work 160 hours of regular time every month before you can get overtime pay. Or they might say, okay, anything over 8 hours per day will be overtime pay. So you want to make sure everything is stated clearly in plain English in your contract before you sign that contract. Ask your agency if the accommodation is pet friendly or spouse friendly. Are you going to be able to bring your kids over to visit? And details like that, you want to make sure you're asking, just so you're not breaching any part of your contract. Also want to ask your agency about license reimbursement and stipulations. How many hours do you have to work for them to reimburse the amount you paid to get your license? So the thing in Canada is, for every province, there's a nursing regulatory body that you have to apply to get the license for that province in order to practice in that province. So we don't have a centralized system here in Canada, and it can cost a lot of money if you want to work in 4 or 5 provinces in Canada, right? So you want to ask your agency, okay, if I work so amount of hours, are you able to reimburse part of the cost that I paid for my license, or even the full amount? So you want to be asking all these questions, right? Another question to ask your agency is about paid travel time and mileage rate. So ask your agency if they will pay you for the time spent while traveling from your home province to the facility where you'll be working as a travel nurse. And also, if you have to drive, from your house to the facility where you'll be working, you want to ask them about the mileage rate. The mileage rate is very important because you don't want to be spending all your money on gas, and that has to be in your contract before you sign it. For some specialized nurses that work in the ER, OR, oncology, and the likes, you may have to take some courses just so you can practice within your full scope. So you want to ask your agency if they will be reimbursing for these courses that you take while you're working with them.
Okay, guys, let's search for some high paying contracts in Canada for travel nurses. Head over to Google and then type in Travel Nurse Contracts Canada. So, Travel Nurse Contracts Canada, and then let's look for. I love Indeed. I signed up for some nursing contracts on Indeed.com. So, let's search travel nurse jobs with salaries. Okay, so we are on Indeed.ca, and you can actually sign up for job alerts, right? I actually did that myself. So you can sign up and then activate and put in the province where you're interested in working. I'll close that. Okay, what do we have here? So look at this. Um, Newfoundland and New Brunswick Canadian Health Labs. That's the name of the company. I'm just gonna click here. So they're offering $80 to $100 per hour full time. shift and schedule, 12-hour shift, weekend availability, night shift, day shift. And yeah, you look at the qualifications here. So they have other benefits as well. So fully furnished accommodation is provided and paid for directly by the company. Traveling and licensing expenses are fully reimbursed upon starting work. So they will actually reimburse your licensing fees, right? So which is awesome. Opportunity to work additional shift, internal referral bonuses up to $1,000 per nurse you refer to us. Wow, that's money. Guys, I hope you're looking at this. Look at all this juice. So much money here. Okay. And what do you need? So you can either be an RN or LPN or RPN. See? So all licenses are actually, allowed. Yeah. So look at that. So that's one. Let's see another one. Still the same company here. Canadian Health Labs. Here's another one. Care Core Health Services. Nice. Let's look at their offer. Hmm. I don't like the fact that they do not state their hourly pay. I need to see the pay, guys. Yeah. So I'll check another one here. This one is in Northern Ontario. Northern Ontario, 75 to 85 per hour, full-time 12-hour shifts. Okay, so not bad. A little less than $100, but not bad. Here's another one, 70 to $90 per hour. This is in Alberta. Okay. So 80 to $85 per hour for that one. Good, good, good. Okay, I like this. So let's look at this one, guys. CNS Medical Incorporated, registered nurse, travel nurse, acute care, med-surg, ER combined. So 80 to $100 per hour in Alberta. And yeah, there's 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, overtime available, right? Don't sleep on your overtime, you guys. So this is obviously going to be in the rural area. So rural Alberta, that's where you'll be going if you take this contract. Must be 1 year post resignation from AHS and AHS affiliates. So what this means is that you cannot work with AHS and at the same time work as a travel nurse, right? So you would have to give up your post and then apply to this position 1 year after. Yeah, that's when you can apply as a travel nurse within Alberta Health Services. You have to give up your post for at least 1 year and then you can then apply. Okay. Wow, nice. I like that they break down the pay range. So if you have experience from 0 to 5 years, you get paid $80 for RNs. 5 to 10 years, $90. 10 plus years is $100. So guys, this is not bad. Even the $80 is not bad, guys. Accommodations provided at no cost. Expenses covered via per diem program. All contracts are for a 3-month duration. Evening, night, and weekend shift differential. Overtime for hours worked beyond 44 hours per week, guys. Flight to Alberta and transportation included or mileage paid to the site. Okay, so that's not bad, guys. Okay, look at that. Really good. CNS Medical. Nice, nice. So, guys, just so you know, Alberta Health Services actually have their own locum nurse program. Okay, so I'll show you that option here. So you want to go to Google. Okay, Google is our best friend. Type in AHS locum nurse, right? Locum nurse. Enter, and then you see discover travel nursing. Click that. Let's check some contracts that they have in here. Let's look at the jobs here. See, so they have their own travel nurse or locum program. Okay, so they have job options or job positions in home care, OR, and then acute care. So let's click acute care. Let's see what they have here. Okay, there's a whole spiel about AHS program. I'm interested in the pay. So, okay, a premium payment. So they have a temporary pilot program up until 2025 of $25 per hour for hours worked. So this is in addition to the regular pay here. So their regular pay is here 39 to 51, and then you want to add the $25 per hour, okay? And then a flat daily payment of $50 per day for each assignment, okay? Outside of Grand Prairie and Fort McMurray. And then a daily per diem of $25 on all assignments. Then a daily meal allowance of $57.50 on all assignments, right? Reimbursements for travel costs and per diem expenses. Accommodations are provided by AHS. So this is not bad too. So if you add the $25 here to the amount we have here, so that's about minimum of say $65 per hour, right? That's the minimum. And then up to $75 per hour, $76 per hour. And then you want to add all these daily per diem, $47, $27, that adds up too, right? So I just wanted to show you guys that option. And for this position, so you'll be hired like as an employee. So your taxes will be deducted at source, right? So you cannot be an independent contractor or an incorporated nurse. So your taxes will be deducted like a regular employee, right? So something to keep in mind. So I only see three options here: home care, OR, and acute. So yeah, if it's something you guys are interested in, you can check out Alberta Health Services on the home page here. So they have, the breakdown of all the compensation, the premium payment, and all that. So you can check that out.
And there you have it. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying out travel nursing for the first time, or even if you're an experienced travel nurse. Share some tips in the comment section for another nurse to learn. If you're not yet subscribed to this awesome nursing content, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I drop a new content for you. Be sure to like this video if you found some value in it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.